he's got his funding from the wall. Right?
No, I think he's saying that you're starting in without ever having done an intro.
Yeah,
explain.
you're raw dogging
I
it.
thought
A little foreplay? Or a little something?
No foreplay.
You're just running right in there.
Okay.
I'm not even wet yet, Alex. You're not even trying.
I feel bad for Katrina.
I can't use that now. I was about to.
Oh,
shit.
You could.
Welcome to the first episode of the Dooryard podcast, guys. I am your co-host, Alex. I mean, no one else is going to introduce themselves, no?
Everybody knows who we are by now.
yeah, no.
I'm Mike.
That's actually my biggest problem with the Shoots and Chatters and the Words Are Hard podcast and everything else is that just being recognized too much in public was just getting to be too much. So
Really?
yeah.
Well, when we went to our wives' Christmas party and people were pointing us out at the party.
That's true.
Yeah, for a while I thought I actually thought that my name was the fuck it's him. People would be like, what the fuck? Look, it's that guy.
We had too famous, too
That
quick.
guy over there. And I'm
I
just
had a
"Oh,
massive
fuck."
coke problem for a while. It's just,
I'm just a regular person, just like you.
That's why we haven't posted anything in a while. Alex has been in rehab.
Yeah, that's right.
I'm good now, though. It's fine. Just no problems now. It's but no, I mean the problem with doing recordings is getting everyone together and getting the motivation to do it.
Yeah, it takes like a year or and a half.
Yeah, in a new house.
Yeah.
And a new house, yeah. Well, actually, 2 new houses technically.
Humble brag.
Yeah, it's well, I mean, go get yourself a new house.
I did. It's 4 years old new.
It's 4 years old. No.
That's kind of how it works. So, yeah. What do we got for today?
I don't know. What have you guys been up to? It's been a fucking year.
It's been
You got nothing to talk
I was gonna
about.
say, it's been over a year. All right, that's the show, guys.
Yeah, no.
Thanks for tuning
Got
in.
nothing to talk about.
Well, I mean, I got a new house. I got my first house, which is great, different from you guys because you guys have had your first house for a while now. In fact,
I'm on my second.
Right. Buying a house is different.
It's totally different. I mean, I've been renting for my whole adult life.
Yeah.
And the problem with rent, in town here is that it's stupid for what you're getting. Like $1,200 a month for a 2-bedroom, apartment, or for what it's worth.
You're getting fucking ripped off.
Exactly,
Yeah.
right? So I mean, I ended up paying like $425, everything included, for a room in a house.
For a room.
A room in a house shared with other people. I had
That was your choice.
yeah, it was, yeah.
To live
You
in a
had
frat
plenty
house.
of opportunities to get out of that.
with the whiskey soaked carpets and shit. Like
Man, that place, I still
Yeah, but
love
most of that
place.
whiskey was his.
Okay, not gonna lie, I still creep by that house because I was in that house for.
Yeah, if
5
any of you
years
guys
on
are
and off.
watching.
yeah, that was always the weird part about when you just rent a room out of a house is that people who used to live there 5-6 years ago who might not even know anybody in the house currently are still just going to be walking through the front door and just fucking around.
Well, I mean, it's fair. I mean, technically, I still know the front door code. At least I'm pretty sure they haven't changed it yet.
Doubt it, yeah.
Yeah, so I mean, that's kind of what it is. But I do know 2 people that are still there. And yeah, I mean, I still consider that my house, even though I don't live there. I haven't talked to anyone who's lived
But
there.
you
for
have
like
a house now.
Sure, but it was my house for 5 years, and it's still mine. I own it. It's all me. But no, I mean, the best thing about living with 6 other people, because that's how much we had at one point, is all the different schedules. Because they were mostly students or work during the day. I had basically the whole house, and I was never there when they were there. I was working 3 to 12, right? So
I suppose.
I
Yeah, the
caused
place
no
to yourself.
problems. I have, in theory, because I mean, I'm not waking anyone up. I'm not being loud. I'm not obnoxious. I'm not causing conflict between multiple roommates, just because I'm never there, which was great. And now I own a house with a girlfriend, and
And it's just all kinds of conflicts.
all
It's
kinds of
just
conflicts.
It's
everywhere.
100% conflicts.
all the time,
Yeah.
all day, every day.
It's weird. The less amount of people that you have living in a house, the more bullshit that you have to deal with.
No, I mean things are great, except for the fact that I don't know how many. What's the worst part about owning a home? for you two?
Just like, just clearing the driveway.
Yeah,
I don't fucking
snow
know. Like,
removal. That's
Yeah.
what I was gonna say.
I was about to say. So
why are you upset about snow removal? You don't fucking do it.
Well, no, but
you just say fuck it. You're just all park closer to the road.
I still have. No, we've been paying someone to come and plow us out.
Oh, okay. So you
So-
still don't have to deal with it.
No, but I have to pay for it.
Oh no.
If I was renting, it would have been included in the cost of my rent.
See, and that was
Not always.
So I would have technically still been paying for it.
And that was kind of the bonus for me. Now, I bought a brand new $1,200 snowblower, and
But you had to buy it,
I bought it, sure,
and then you have to push it.
which is fine.
or
I
guide
enjoy
it.
It's good exercise. It gets me out of the house.
It's good exercise.
Sure, right? I mean,
Well,
walking at a crawl.
yeah, if clearing the driveway like 8 times a year is your fucking exercise, you've got some shit going
Fuck
on.
you, I'm lazy.
Then he's gonna mow the lawn in the summer. So
Well, that's also true.
He only has a front lawn.
right now, I have the Sahara
So,
Desert.
yeah,
with
yeah.
like fucking cactus and one raspberry bush. out
So
of
he
nowhere.
moves. So there's 2 different motors on 2 different sets of wheels that he moves a total of probably 16 times per year, and that's his exercise. Around what, 50 square feet?
Fuck you.
Mike, you got a point. I think Alex would be a lot thinner by now.
No. I think everything's like starting to click. I think that's what's happening.
I mean, to be fair, I have gained like a lot of weight in the last over the last year and a half. Probably
that's the other thing about being in like a long-term relationship.
Well, just gaining weight.
You're just like, fuck it.
You get complacent, I guess. I mean, it's kind of how it works.
You eat more.
Well, that's the thing is that I was with somebody right out of high school, so like I didn't get into the phase where I was just like, oh, gotta look good for people. As soon as
never cared.
yeah, as soon as like that puberty metabolism like stopped, and I started to gain weight, I was just like, yup.
Okay.
This is me now.
I don't got to do anything about it until it becomes like a medical nightmare, and then you
That's fair.
make changes.
I had breakup weight. Like I gained 40 pounds over the course of 4 months.
Mm-hmm.
That's what happens when you eat 8 McDonald's burgers a day for 4 months.
You were eating a lot of McDonald's
Only
in your
8?
last relationship, though. Like,
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah,
like
So,
with the last person.
that's more than fair.
Yeah, I wouldn't say that was like a post thing.
No. Well, I mean, it definitely got worse post, but now I'm at 230, and I was at not 230 before. Whatever the math.
No,
is
it's not
there.
even quite 2 o'clock
we're
yet.
just gonna call ourselves. Fuck.
Yeah, it's fine.
Yeah, we're just gonna.
Well, I mean, Mike, you've lost a fair amount of weight over the last year since we last did a recording, and I mean,
Yeah, I
I'm
guess we
proud of
haven't
you. You did-
recorded since.
you did amazing. I mean, you just shed the pounds. It wasn't I'm not gonna say that your journey was easy or anything, but like you made it look easy. 'Cause,
Just
like,
fell off.
The progress that you had.
Yeah, he
It
just
was
woke
so
up one
easy.
morning and it was gone.
I actually did less.
You did less.
That's the thing. Like when you're not cooking and eating all the time, you're just like doing less. You're like, oh, okay. You know what I mean? Because like eating it can be a chore in and of itself. You break a sweat when you're like pounding in those.
So, I mean, for every pound I gained, I lost 100 grams of weight. Just eating the burger,
yeah.
right?
I think
Yeah,
moving the
yeah.
fork to your mouth is actually you're probably gonna lose more weight than fucking shoveling your driveway.
Well, have you ever tried the
You gotta hate fork to mouth.
Yeah.
Have you ever tried the eat less, move more?
That's
diet?
essentially what I did.
Yeah.
I just ate less, and then I started just running a little bit, and it was like in a year or 9 months to
In a
a
year or 9?
In 9 months to a year, I had lost about 80 pounds.
See, I mean,
83 overall.
That's like a small child.
That is a small child.
It's a large child.
I mean, that's no small feat, is what I'm saying. Is
Yeah.
that like you did really well. Like, I mean, I didn't see you for like a solid like month, I think, and when I did see you, I'm like, holy fuck! Like your face was slimmer. And you just like overall looked better. Like, it was, you did good. You did good, buddy.
You did good.
Proud of you.
Well, that was the thing, is that like there was this very, very specific point where it was like we went down to the Dominican. I got mistaken for DJ Khaled, first of all. which is a warning,
makes complete
which is
sense.
huge red flags in and of itself. When some guy, so we're down on the beach and we're just relaxing, and it's just like, yeah, I spent a few grand to do this, and I'm down there, and you're half drunk and you're half asleep, and I'm with my wife on the beach, and I'm feeling self-conscious, but it's too fucking hot, like you're gonna just be in shorts, and at that time I was about 310 pounds, and some guys like I had this unkept beard, and some guy's walking down the beach, and he stops and DJ Khaled, and I'm like, holy shit.
That's a perfect point for your chair to like just break.
Yeah.
It's a DJ couch.
Yeah, Greg's got these cheap ass chairs. I can't lose that much weight.
You could have brought your own.
I brought everything else. Yeah, but no, so he completely mistaken me for DJ Khaled, and then he came over and he was talking to my wife, and then like that was my nickname for the rest of the fucking trip. Every time I saw this guy down on the beach promoting his club or whatever. He was the nicest guy in the world too, which made it so much worse because I fucking hated him.
Did he invite you to DJ at his club?
No,
Oh, well.
because he realized I wasn't fucking DJ Khaled. So he's just so instead he's just like, fat guy. He's like, you're not rich or famous. You just look like that piece of shit. So yeah, that was the huge red flag.
Name. DJ
So,
Fat Guy.
I got home and I started running like a few months later, and then I thought I hurt my knee. I actually didn't. I was just making excuses. One day I was just like, ow, I twisted my knee, but it was actually just being generally sore. Like you get sore when you work out. And I was just like, oh no, I'm injured. I better take it easy. And then I gained another 10 pounds, and I was like, what are you doing? Like,
Well, I mean,
honestly, like, I'm gonna pretend exercise hurts me.
I feel like I would probably be in the same boat. Because, I mean, I just can't bring myself to go to the gym. I know I need to actually get healthy because I mean, in the last year, my mom had a heart attack, which was kind of an eye opener as far as my health. I have a family history of heart issues and cancer, and I don't take care of myself. So I need to smarten up. I think this year is gonna be that year where I actually
Really brighten up the podcast, in the
Right?
past
Yeah.
hour, right?
I don't know. I mean, every
Episode
new,
1: Cancer and Heart Attacks.
I mean, every new year I'm reminded of my own mortality and the fact that I'm not doing enough to keep myself, in proper shape. I should probably.
That's the thing. Like my Oma, like my great grandmother, yesterday she turned 103.
103.
Yeah, and she's not 320 pounds. Fucking like, she looks nothing like DJ Khaled, so she's fucking killing it.
That's amazing. That 103. I can't even imagine living past the age of 32.
Yeah, what's really fucking with my head is that it's 2019 now, so next year, as of the new year, she will have lived in both of the 20s.
1920 and 2020.
Yeah,
Point,
Yeah.
actually.
yeah. That's fucking weird.
I mean, like,
You think we're gonna repeat history and just like take away women's rights to vote and shit?
yeah, take them right. Take away the.
I
choice to
hope
vote.
not.
That's not the direction I thought you were going with
Well,
that.
well, there goes the one feminist that we had on our side. So she's gone now. She's
What?
no longer
They're
watching.
gone. You
Oh.
can't assume.
Oh,
Anyway.
fuck off.
It's 2019, Alex.
Oh,
Yeah,
my
get with the
God.
program.
Get your shit together.
Well, Mike mentioned something about obviously the getting recognized for DJ Khaled. Have you ever been recognized for someone who you weren't? Like, has that ever happened, Greg?
It's not that I was mistaken.
Greg goes out in
for
public
it.
and people are like, "Oh my god, he's a furry."
I'm not a furry.
They mistaken you for.
he's a brony. He's not
He's
a furry.
I'm not a brony either.
What are you?
No, I'd be more likely. You guys aren't wrestling fans, so you wouldn't get the reference. But at one point, I would have been mistaken for Bubba Ray Dudley.
Who the fuck is that? I
know-
would mistaken you for somebody named Bubba.
Yeah.
I know,
Bubba Ray.
I know who Bubba Ray Dudley.
I don't know who
can
that
see
is.
It, I guess. Yeah.
Put up a
Not
picture.
so much now, but at one point, yeah.
Interesting.
No, I'm not saying I went out to town and was like mistaken for Bubba Ray Dudley or anything like that. But
You look like the Bubba.
but lots of people would point out the fact that I looked like him.
Okay, so if you
Yeah.
were going to be recognized by as someone else, it would be Bubba Ray Dudley from the
At
WWE.
one point,
There,
yeah.
there was some app online that people were using where you take your picture and it matches you up with a celebrity to see what you most look like. And the other day, I don't know if it was the lighting or because I just got out of the shower and I had just my beard is a mess and my hair is all curly and stuff. But I got a I think it was like an 85% match with TJ Miller.
I think I did that too.
Possibly the goofiest looking fucking.
I was matched up with the actor that plays Kramer, which if that's not an accurate description of my life, that's like. That's
Oh my
100%
god! I
perfect,
can't
right?
wait for your phase where you just like go off racist, like just. fucking-
Didn't he already go through
Mike,
that phase?
Don't
I
do.
need to borrow your car.
What? What?
What?
Are you getting the app right now?
Yeah. I'm gonna pull it up. We'll figure out what we look like here in a second.
So there's a guy here in Fredericton who I keep getting mistaken for some guy named Jason.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah,
keep talking.
he's
Just
gonna-
look at
he's
me.
gonna take a picture of me.
That's
here.
how you became Jason the night of the
Yeah.
New Year's Eve party.
So I became
I'm
Jason.
Jason.
I've been standing. Wow. I've been like standing in line at Subway, and like this girl walks up and says, "Jason, I haven't seen you in a while." I'm like, yeah, no,
I'm not
I have-
Jason.
Getting your
I'm not
results.
Jason. She said, "Yeah, you are." I'm like, "I'm just talking to your mom yesterday." I'm like, "Oh, okay." I'm like, "How is she?" She's like, "What do you mean?" I'm like, "Well, it's not my mom, so like, how is this Jason's mother?" You know, and I walked away. I'm like, I'm not even gonna pick up my sandwich.
Do you think maybe that when you were born there were twins and your mother was like, I can only keep one of you?
So you got a 62% match with Kent Jones.
the fuck's a Kent Jones?
Yeah. I don't know. The only one that I know out of this list, 53% with Thomas Sadowski.
Who the fuck's Thomas Sadowski?
Toby Maguire, you have a 38% match with Toby fucking Maguire. You look
You're a
like
38% match with Spider-Man.
you're 38% Spider-Man. Spider-Man 1. And Josh Brenner.
I don't know who Josh Brenner is.
Oh, he was in Silicon Valley, I think.
Okay, well,
Yeah.
So that was a show I always wanted to watch and never got into.
You never got into it? I love that show. It's a great show.
all right, are there other?
Get Greg for me.
Oh, okay. Are there other shows that you've wanted to?
I'm avoiding doing myself until later.
Take
If
my
I get
picture.
DJ Khaled, I might break my phone.
I hope
so,
you get DJ
Are
Khaled.
there any other shows that you wanted to get into but you
I
couldn't?
haven't finished Westworld yet.
I watched like, the first
Westworld?
episode and I liked
What's
it.
what? Oh, is that the one where they fuck the sexy robot man?
Whoa, what?
I
mean,
think you're
On the
simplifying.
Right track, but I think that is a gross oversimplification of things, but
It didn't work.
oh, okay. Oh, nice. I feel like that worked.
Are you taking my picture or a selfie?
He's taking a selfie.
Taking a
of me,
picture of myself.
of my microphone and mic. Yeah, that's how it works.
No, I've never seen Westworld. I don't watch a lot of shows, and everyone at work is starting to remind me that I don't watch movies, but I understand all the references.
I hate that.
And I'm starting to think, you 72% match with David fucking Cross.
I-
That's incredible.
I'm
that
done.
is- wait, let me see the picture.
And Eric Wareheim.
Let me see the first picture there. That is that is David Cross.
I don't think Alex's first result loaded.
I don't
but,
like this
I'll
game.
continue to work on this for a little bit. I'm gonna save this image of Greg and David Cross together. I'm gonna save all of these.
It's a little
If
bit
we can
murky.
put it in, we will.
Yeah.
But I'm not a never nude.
Fuck's the Never Nude?
Okay, did you not
What?
watch Arrested Development?
I
No.
did.
Okay.
At least he's cool. He's a good guy.
So David Cross's character on Arrested Development was a self-proclaimed never nude.
So it's like an opposite
Meaning-
of a nudist?
Yeah, so he always had to have
Taking
at least
selfies on the
one piece of
podcast.
clothing on, covering himself at all times. So he showered with clothes on.
yeah, he had those cut-off
Yeah.
shorts, those jorts,
Yeah.
those jean shorts. Oh my god,
That's fucking weird.
that's funny.
I loved Arrested Development. That was a great show.
It was a good show.
All right, here comes DJ Khaled.
It's fuck you.
I hope so. I'll be severely
I
disappointed
mean,
if
if it
it's
does
not.
come up,
My beard is too
I'll
big.
probably cry a little bit if it does happen.
It won't. I hope I don't. I
Hashtag
hope I don't
20.
get T.J. Miller again. Luke Bryan.
Fuck's Luke
No, there's no way you look like Luke Bryan.
Oh, apparently I look a little like
Bryan? None of these people have beards.
Pete Wentz. What the?
Was that
fuck?
Elijah Wood?
No.
See, it's funny that
Okay.
you point out that all of his results have no beards, because when he showed me the David Cross result, it was a picture of David Cross with a giant beard, and I've shaved my beard down.
It's true. I mean, yeah, this is probably the shortest I've seen your beard, except for maybe
I think my
Greg
wife will
Miss.
be happy.
I
with this.
I immediately regretted it as soon as
Miss was a Christmas party here in this house for.
It was the-
It was just a
Greg's
regular
birthday.
Christmas
it was
party.
a
wasn't
birthday / Christmas party
No.
for me. And Mike refuses to acknowledge that it was called a Gregmas party, but it was Mike's sister that actually named the event for us.
That's fair. Yeah.
How
I
is
ran with
that
it.
fair? She doesn't get to just you.
It's
can't
'cause
just
she
take
likes me better than
holidays.
you.
That's fine. That's fine. Whatever. You got Tobey Maguire again.
Wait, okay, that picture actually, like, the angle, it's all the same. Like, that's exactly what we're looking for there. That's
All right.
That's perfect.
All right.
Well,
Are you done?
We got Toby. We got David. And fucking
Luke Bryan.
Luke Bryan.
There's no way you look like
Of all
Luke
people.
Bryan.
Fuck you, Greg.
so, I mean,
I'll slap the.
People find
Fucking
Luke Bryan
face off.
attractive. There's no way.
as far as this Jason guy is concerned,
Well,
that's
it
here in
didn't say
town.
100% look like Luke Bryan.
That's fair, yeah.
You are 0% Luke Bryan.
I'm 100% Tobey Maguire.
No, you're not.
Yes, I am.
Yeah,
No, there's
Yeah.
no way.
I would say you are. I'd call you
I
Toby
could probably do
Maguire.
it. I could probably pull it off. In like
Maybe Seabiscuit Tobey Maguire.
I've never
I'm not
seen
a
this.
fucking twink. Fuck off.
You sex little man.
Oh,
You're a sex little Toby Maguire man.
a little bit.
Yeah, so
Small
Jason,
little Tobey
tell us
Maguire.
more about your
Well,
mother.
I mean, I've had. Well, that's the thing with Jason. This Jason guy.
Who's Jason?
This
I
is
don't know.
Jason.
The random guy who. I
Oh,
look
that
like.
you look like.
Yeah.
Toby
So
Maguire.
Your
There's been-
twin.
There's been 3 people
Yeah.
that said, "Hey, I thought I saw you the other day,
Yeah.
but you didn't seem to recognize me." I'm like, "Yeah,
Yeah.
because it
You
wasn't
said
from
my
you,
name's
bitch."
Jason. Don't touch me. Get away.
Right?
Stop.
Yeah, no, like everyone keeps saying the guy's name is Jason, which I'm like, this is super fucked
Have
up.
you met him yet?
No, okay. If there's anyone in Fredericton who knows a guy that looks like me,
Name
please,
Jason.
Name Jason. I mean, maybe it's Jay.
We need
something
we
or
need
other,
to get
right?
them
But,
together.
We could just look up all the Jasons on Facebook in the area.
I mean, that would take for.
Let's
fucking
start
ever.
a Tinder profile and just do you look like me?
Do you look like? Wait, you're implying
But-
that he's gay then?
But
because...
no. That would be Grinder. But you set yourself up as girl seeking guy, so that way it
Okay,
pops
yeah.
up, and then when it does pop up, and he goes, "Hey, is that me?" And then
Why
you go,
am I-
"No, hold on, this is somebody else," and it says in the description, "I'm looking for Jason that looks like a me."
Okay, but one of your assumptions
want
there
us
is
to
that
get together.
Jason is using Tinder and not already in a relationship.
Yeah, well,
That's
I mean,
fair, yeah.
you can. It's worth a
You
shot.
should go back to Subway and ask
but you're also-
ask if your friend there knows whether you're single or not.
But you're also assuming that that Jason doesn't have any single friends. Because like, if you just put in the profile that.
or that
hey,
Jason likes Subway sandwiches.
I guess.
Everybody likes Subway sandwiches.
No.
Jared liked them.
So processed.
Jared
Too
liked them a
much.
little too much.
Like just stick his tongue in them and just.
Ew! Stop! Stop! You ever go to
No.
Subway wearing an outfit and like the next forever that outfit just smells like Subway bread?
Yes.
Yes. Yeah, that's actually a thing.
It doesn't go away.
Somebody's fucking.
The
weird,
the
man.
worst is you'll get Subway and let's say you go and pick it up for lunch and you're going to take it back to work with you. Then your car smells like Subway for like a week.
Not sponsored by Subway, I guess.
Okay, actually, I
Yeah.
got a Subway story just like that.
What do you mean?
Okay, so a little while back, I bought a white morph suit. If you don't know what a morph suit is, it's basically a full body spandex suit.
Why white?
Because I went as Slenderman for Halloween once, so
Just say that again.
I went
Wait,
as
so
Slenderman for Halloween.
Slenderman?
make-
Yes.
The Jewish Slender Man?
Let me get this straight.
Okay, yes, carry on.
Slenderman is basically
Slenderman!
He,
Am I
he
in?
wears a full suit, right?
Am I the
Yes.
only one hearing this?
So you bought an entire full
Full body
spandex suit
just for my
just to
head be
cover your head and your hands.
seen. Correct.
That makes logical sense.
Okay. So I.
Oh, yeah, Greg, where do you get your white hoods?
So
I'm pretty sure
Wait.
you could find a spandex mask online that's just a plain white
Probably.
spandex mask
I probably
fairly
could have,
easily.
but I
and
didn't.
it probably would have been a lot cheaper than
I was making
one
a
of those
clan
suits.
joke, Greg.
So I bought the full body spandex suit, and I wore shorts because I'm self conscious about my junk area. And I walked into the mall, went to Subway, ordered a sub, sat down, and as I assume a lot of people were watching me, I can't really see because you have very limited visibility through the mask.
You can't see anyone.
Just crammed the sub at my face where my mouth was.
This sounds like it would be one of those videos that shows up in like a cringe compilation. Like, I would watch that and I'd be like, oh.
Yeah, why did that idiot do that?
Stop.
Right? I should have had someone recording it, but I didn't.
Stop. Why?
No, it's for the best that you didn't trust me.
Yeah, it doesn't sound funny
So
at all.
that's the thing. Like,
It just sounds sad.
as soon as I did it, like I heard a bunch of people asking or like saying kind of in and around me, the fuck, like just
The fuck,
the
it's
what
him.
the fuck factor was amazing.
Is this the same time that you said they kicked you out of the mall?
Yeah, they
because
kicked
you
me out of
wouldn't
the mall
take it off.
shortly after. Yeah.
What do you get at Subway?
I'm
I'm still stuck on the sub.
You're still stuck on the sub.
I really want Subway now.
Of course you do. I mean, I always went for the sweet onion chicken teriyaki on Italian urban cheese.
Jesus Christ, that's
But-
too specific.
Now I go with basically okay. So for the longest time I just did surprise me. Or
Why
what's your
a
favorite,
sandwich?
Right? What?
Why a sandwich?
Because we're talking about
I don't understand
Subway.
the
But if you go out to eat somewhere, why would you say I want a sandwich?
I can make one of those at home. Is that what you're getting at?
You can make so many sandwiches. It's so easy to make a sandwich. Why do we pay people to make a sandwich?
You know, I never thought about that before.
Usually I get Subway when I forgot to bring a lunch and I'm not feeling like eating greasy fast food, so I'll go get a sub instead.
It's probably worse for you.
Subway? Yeah, I mean everything that's
But I
there
don't-
is super processed.
I don't feel
Yeah.
worse after eating it.
Really? I always
don't.
feel terrible.
Oh, not
always.
me.
Oh my god.
Oh yeah, no, like it's
If I eat Subway, I'm like, Jesus fucking Christ.
like within the
Did I
next,
rub it on
No,
myself?
I don't.
Like, holy shit.
I mean, with Subway, and this might be oversharing, but like with Subway, it's always just an explosive time within 4 hours of eating that sub.
Jesus Christ. I started taking Metamucil.
Yeah,
so-
you've
So-
got
Everything is an
stomach
explosive
issues.
time.
I probably have Crohn's. That's probably what it is.
You probably have ulcers from eating
Also-
fire.
Also, I mean, I did. Okay, you don't eat. Yes, I do fire eating, but
You also just
you
eat
don't,
things.
You don't. Yeah, that's true. Yeah, that part's true.
You have pica ulcers.
I do have pica. I chew on and eat.
I wonder
a
if you
lot of
can
random
get
shit.
ulcers from pica-related
Oh, I
incidents.
guarantee it.
You mean from eating things that aren't food?
Yeah.
I know
Yeah.
that, and I don't know if it's just
Yeah.
my diet in general, but like the heartburn that I have is like the worst. I have the heartburn of like a 50-year-old man. It's
Ooh.
really fucking bad.
Oh, you're gonna have a fun time when you are 50 years
Oh,
old.
probably, yeah. I don't expect to live that long. Oh hell
Yeah.
no.
So Greg, so Greg, in the tail end of 2018, you crossed the threshold into the big 4-0.
No, I turned 26.
Are you 26 and holding?
I'm 26 and holding.
Okay.
How old will you be when you let go?
I'll still be 26.
Yeah.
All right.
So
I'm gonna be a 26-year-old.
So when you hit 26 with 14 years experience, they check your butt. Right? Is that a thing?
You mean to get your prostate examined?
Yeah, or anything down there.
I think you're technically supposed to.
Do they get more thorough?
I don't know. I haven't done it.
Greg,
I don't plan to.
Greg,
What?
Let me ask you something.
I don't have a doctor, so.
How's your colon?
Then just check it at home.
Will you check it for me, Mike?
Yeah, well, I mean, I'm not a doctor, but I know if something
I'm
should
sure
or
you can
shouldn't
figure
be
out
in
what you're
there,
looking for.
and I'm one of them. You're like, yeah, there's a couple of things in there that shouldn't be. My fucking fingers.
Yeah. Well, here's your problem. My hand's up your ass.
We'll get that taken care of right away.
There, it should be all fine now.
Yeah. You're all good. There's no more hands in your asshole. You're fine.
Man, I don't need to go to a doctor for that shit.
Mm-hmm.
I'll just ask my uncle. It's fine.
Oh.
Did you have your prostate examined a lot as a child, Alex? Is that what you're trying to tell?
I don't feel like answering that. What, raunchy jokes aren't okay?
I don't know. We already
This is not a family show.
I brought up Subway. I said the name Jared, and you guys were just like, "Oh yeah, tonguing sandwiches."
No,
and
that
then,
was
and then I bring up prostate exams, and you immediately go to minors.
Not a minor.
Don't make jokes. He got, and immediately start quoting jokes from comedians that were Me Too'd, as if that's gonna fucking do it. You're gonna be the first guy to get Me Three'd.
That's perfect. Yeah, no.
You should probably go to a doctor though.
Yeah, I mean,
Not for
in
anything
honesty, yeah.
specific,
I-
but just to be.
I know I should, but my
alive.
problem is because I don't have a family doctor, I absolutely refuse to go to outpatients or to the clinic.
Why?
I don't want to sit and wait for 15 hours just to get an exam done.
Just to make sure you're gonna live. Yeah,
Okay.
that
I
sounds
would
like
rather-
a big waste of time.
yeah, it is.
That
I'd
sounds like
rather
a
just die.
huge waste of time.
I mean, I understand what he's saying though, because like,
Mhm.
think about it. Imagine sitting in a room for 15 hours because you are requesting to have someone stick their fingers in your butt. Like, does that not sound a little bit solicity?
I would be all over that if it's covered by Medicare. Sure.
So wait, you mean you would have the government pay?
Just
have-
Oh
anyone
my God.
or
you
a
know
doctor.
They have state-sponsored prostitutes in Germany, right? Okay, not prostitutes, sex workers, state-sponsored that are qualified to work with people who have special needs and mobility issues, so that they can be all-inclusive in the sex industry.
That's good of them.
That is fucking 2019 as shit.
That's really good of them.
Fucking Germany.
I'm proud of Germany.
Huh.
Go Germany.
Yeah, you go Germany.
That's
Mm-mm-mm.
that's kind of.
But I wonder if people abuse it the same way that they abuse the medical marijuana system in like California and stuff, where some people are like, "Oh, I have anxiety. Oh, I can't sleep. Oh, my eyes hurt a little bit," and they get a prescription, right? So somebody goes in there and they're just like, "Oh, I got some anxiety," and they're like, "All right, we have a gentler prostitute here for you."
Gentler prostitute.
She's really good at helping people with anxiety attacks. So we're gonna state-sponsored a prostitute for you, and you're like, "Yeah, sometimes I get my dick sucked by someone who's just really good at making me not feel bad about it." Just a thought.
That's kind of perfect.
Yeah.
I also kind of like the idea of state-sponsored prostitution.
Sex workers.
Well, I mean,
Yeah,
okay.
it's a profession. It's not. It's like you make a living doing this, Alex. That's your
Mhm.
life.
It's my I'm
It's
a sex worker.
If you lived in Germany, you would be.
a lot of people look down on it, but I'd say it's probably one of the most admirable professions that you could do, because like it's one of those things where, fucking micro dirty jobs, like someone's got to do it, right? Do you think micro would make a good state sponsor?
Micro.
Sex worker.
Yeah.
Mike Rowe. How am I just putting this together for the first time? Mike
Rose
Rowe.
penis.
Micro. Like Micro's penis.
Why are we talking about Mike Rowe's penis?
Yeah, micro penis. Mike's Rose penis. Anyway,
Why are we
Yeah.
talking about Alex's
but,
penis?
These state-sponsored sex workers. Okay, like they're sleeping with mentally handicapped.
I did
and,
not
like-
necessarily say that. I said people with disabilities or mobility issues. So you're like, oh, I
I lost my leg in the war.
Well, I mean, what?
sure.
No, that's just an example of somebody that would use the state functioned or state provided sex worker.
It has to have been lost in the war.
Yeah,
Though.
specific. You can't cut
Yeah.
your own leg off just to get free sex.
Oh my God, you
That
could.
my
You
friends
could.
would be prostitution.
You could, yeah. How many? Which limb would you
Yeah.
cut? How much of your body would you sever
All right, we're gonna need an arm
to
and a
get
leg
laid?
today.
Okay.
It's
okay.
really gonna cost you an arm and a leg.
Okay. Let's set the scene. You're a dwarf with one left arm, no right arm.
If we had a demographic, we lost it.
What happened to your right arm?
You were born without a left arm and a right leg. How about that? Okay, and you're a dwarf.
No, you had to have lost it in the war.
Yeah, it had to be lost in the war. It's the only way this will work.
That's gonna sound great in the capture.
Dwarf War.
That's. I feel like there's a dog outside.
Yeah, I think that's the same herd that killed Mufasa.
Oh damn! I was going somewhere with this.
What?
There's a
You're a dwarf with one arm.
Yeah,
dwarf.
that you lost in the war.
One arm, one leg.
In the war with the elves.
I have no idea where I was going with this.
Okay.
I
You're
had-
putting us in a scenario where we could have a state-sponsored prostitute.
Wait, be or have?
Okay.
No, you can't. You have
I'm going to own a legless, armless dwarf.
You don't own Jesus
Greg, that's
Christ.
a potato.
Yeah, in order to
You
be
described a potato.
In order to be a state-sponsored sex worker in Germany, you have to have a disability.
Yeah, no. So you are. Oh, fuck, I had it and then I lost it again. This is awful. Oh well. I guess we'll just ignore this for the moment being until I figure it out, and then I'm gonna have a eureka moment and
urethra.
Yeah, we'll be in the
moment.
middle of
Yeah.
another conversation, and then Alex will be
Exactly.
like, "Oh, the dwarf."
The dwarf,
That's
I know,
right, the
dwarf
one-armed dwarf. He sucks dick. And he gets paid by the government. He's got a pension, he's got RSPs and benefits.
Okay, so there's... Okay, that's what it was.
Okay.
You're a legless, armless dwarf.
Okay.
How much
You're a
of your
mat.
body
You're a
are you willing to
doormat.
sever and cut off? How much of the rest of your body are you willing to sever and cut off
You don't need to
to...
at that point.
No, not in Germany, just in general. If there was like this new state-sponsored thing that a sex
If
worker
you
will come to your
become
house-
more disabled than you currently are,
yes,
we'll sponsor a sex worker.
exactly. How much?
But in everybody's at 0 right now.
yes,
In terms of their 1 to disabled scale.
exactly. How much more of your body are you willing to sacrifice in order to get sex?
I don't know how many ears do you have to cut off to be more disabled? Like,
Picasso only needed to lose one.
I'm married. I wouldn't do any of that.
Okay, you're okay.
It took you way too long to
you're-
get
you're
to
not
that
married
point.
I would
now,
just be
for some
like,
reason.
"Yeah, good job. I'm essentially a
Yeah,
dwarf mat.
I'm proud.
Dwarf mat.
A-
A dwarf mat. Okay. Well,
Mhm.
it was a long walk for a short drink of water on that one. That's my bad.
Was that a short joke? About the door? Anyway,
I don't know. I
I
really like the
thought
whole-
that was incredible, but
It is kind
you
of cool.
you were talking earlier about not on here, but about deaf or blind porn.
blind porn. Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, there is. At first I said deaf porn. I realized that's just regular porn
With the mute button on.
with me, but not exactly. But no, they make blind porn.
Why specifically make blind porn when you could just have them listen to regular porn? 2 birds, 1 stone. No more production costs. No more time or effort.
I imagine that's the thing. I imagine it would be cheaper to make because you don't have people that
Right,
are,
but
like,
it's such a specific demographic that you could just have, like, because there's no such thing as a porn people won't watch. You know what I mean?
Or listen to, apparently.
If you no, I'm getting to that. If you make a porn, people are going to watch it, and if you cut the audio, blind people are going to listen to it if that's what they're seeking out. So why not just fucking do that? You can make the shittiest porn in the world,
Because
and people will
if
watch
you're making just audio porn, then you're being all inclusive because it's specifically meant for that particular demographic.
You're not being all inclusive. If you make just audio porn, then
Yeah,
deaf
that's
people
the
can't watch
opposite
it.
of all inclusive.
Yeah, you're being too specific.
I mean, it's a thing.
You got to hit all the senses at once.
Oh no.
What?
So like smell-o-vision porn?
Ooh.
No.
I never want to smell the set of a porn.
Okay, yeah, no, I mean,
Of a porn.
I think it was Jim
Film.
Jeffries, the comedian Jim Jeffries said, the reason why guys want anal is because women fucking don't. But the problem with anal is that you can't smell porn because
Ew.
it's true. I mean, probably.
Oh my god.
I can't.
You smelled a lot of porn, Alex?
I'm not speaking from experience on this one.
yeah, you
that
just
would smell
rip the
pretty
DVD
gross.
out of the package and just... Is that what you do? Oh, wait, sorry.
sure
No, you
the
press your
DVD
face up against the computer screen. My mistake.
I'm sure both of those things just smell like a fucking factory in China or something. Like, there's no way.
It depends on if it's Alex's computer screen or not.
Oh, that's
That, ew.
No, I meant because there's probably food all over it.
Oh,
food. I think would be the least of the worries if we're talking about what we're talking about right now.
I don't know. Focusing an awful lot on porn, but it would smell bad.
I imagine it
There's
would.
nothing about people's like exposed bodies and the fluids within them that doesn't smell terrible.
That's true. That's
There's not
Are
a
they
fluid
very
in the body that smells good.
That's true, because considering pretty much every fluid that comes out of your... Well, I think every fluid that comes out of your body is a secretion that your body's expelling waste in some form or another.
Yeah. Except breast
That's-
milk. That's not
well,
waste.
technically, yeah, that's
True.
for nutrition.
Isn't it weird that breasts know exactly how much nutrients to give a baby?
I mean,
They're like smart. It's like a fucking fingerprint scanner.
You just compared a breast to a fingerprint scanner?
Yeah. titties be smart
You
out
ever-
there.
Why don't they have tit scanners on phones now? You can unlock your phone with your fingerprint. Why can't you press your tit up against your phone and unlock
you
it?
know what?
Because-
Nipples are probably unique enough that you could do that.
I mean,
We need to. Do you have a fingerprint scanner on your phone, Alex? We need to put this to the test.
Yeah, we do, but no, not right now. We'll figure it out. We'll let you know.
figure out-
We'll get back.
Try
to
it
you.
at home. Let us know
Yeah.
down in the comments if you can unlock your phone with your nips.
Have you guys ever tried breast milk?
No.
Like, even accidentally?
No.
No? Am I the only one who's tried it accidentally?
Yeah. Accidentally.
Yeah, no. It wasn't.
Oops.
I heard it's pretty gross.
It's
Like
not.
they actually make there's like lollipops or candy or whatever that they make out of breast milk.
It's not good.
I heard it's disgusting.
It's very. I found it sour. I found it very sour.
Well, have you ever had unpasteurized milk straight from a cow?
It's it's.
I'm
pretty.
sure it would be gross. I've never had it because that's disgusting.
I used to drink it like that because that's how we used to get it.
See, the concept of milk altogether is disgusting. Like there's like I recently I stopped eating meat again, and I was like, oh, I would still have dairy, but I'm lactose intolerant, so I just don't. But if I wasn't lactose intolerant and everything else, and all these people that I talk to about recipes and stuff who are like strictly vegan and shit like that, who are like, oh, the dairy industry is bullshit and blah blah blah, and like I agree with them that dairy is gross for different reasons.
Yeah.
Because it's just the idea of it's just disgusting.
Well, I mean, the whole vegan thing is that like they'll tell you, humans are the only animals on the planet that will drink another animal's milk, and that's not true. You do see it in other
Like what?
other situations.
Naturally, or when humans say, "Here, drink this." You drink this. I found it in another animal. It's gross.
I mean, it's not likely,
And
but
it's
it
meant
does
for
happen.
babies.
Aren't
That's the
there
thing.
some bats or something that will go and feed off of cows?
Most likely, yeah.
I'm pretty sure I saw that.
Yeah,
somewhere
that's
once.
one of those gross, like, parasitic relationships.
Yeah, well, that's basically what humans have with everything that they eat or use for food.
So that's
It's essentially a parasitic
You could be
relationship.
parasitic with the earth, but you don't have to, like, why drink a cow's milk? It's not meant for you. That's
also-
for the baby cow.
I also
That's
read
not for
something-
you. Put it down. It's not for you. Get out of
I
here.
read something recently.
How would you like it if a cow came into your fucking house and just like stole milk from your family? It's tits.
Why would a cow
it would
need
be- it
to
would be
steal
taking
milk
its
from
own
your
milk
family?
back.
That's what I'm saying. Why do they need to? Once you are finished being a baby, you don't need fucking milk anymore. And the only milk that you did need was from the mom.
You know what else you don't need, Mike? You don't need beer.
I mean,
Sure.
So why do people drink beer?
But I'm not sucking it out of a living animal.
You don't suck the milk out of the living animal. You take it.
Oh no,
out of
someone
the
else does it for you, and then you put it in you after they fuck with it with their chemicals and shit. Yeah,
It's
I'm with the vegans.
Again-
Fuck the dairy industry and fuck you.
How is that different than a beer?
Because it didn't come from the mama cow.
No, it came up from hops, which is plants.
Yeah, plants.
Oh,
It's a
I
fucking
see.
plant.
It's a whole plant versus animal thing for you.
You're not killing the plant. It's producing a thing.
You're not killing the cow by milking it.
Are vegans allowed to have beer?
I'd argue that. What?
Are vegans allowed to have beer? Because you have to use yeast, which is technically a living thing.
You can get vegan beer.
Yeah, interesting.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I read something a little while back about milk and about how humans naturally.
Just the idea of milk grosses me out.
Okay, so
That's all I'm getting.
you'll be pleased to hear that humans are naturally lactose intolerant.
Yes,
We're
I
not supposed to have it,
I
right?
know that. I know that. And the people who aren't lactose intolerant are
have evolved.
abominations.
They've evolved to the point where they can process it.
You hear that? I'm not lactose intolerant and you are, so I'm a higher evolved life form than you are, Michael.
Yeah, you evolved yourself by like through this gross barbaric fucking.
Hey,
just, like,
I'm still more evolved than you.
Oh yeah, and if me and the rest of my family started we'll drink the cow's piss too, then like my kids would be like, yeah, cow piss is pretty good, And then like my great grandkids would be like, I need cow piss to survive.
No,
I
see,
need
you're-
it because my bones will
You're
get weak
taking
without
this
it.
too far because
No,
there's a difference
too
between cow
far.
piss and milk. Milk has actual like nutritional value. Cow
I'm
piss
sure
wouldn't.
piss has some nutritional value in it, but this doesn't mean you gotta put it in you. That's not your nutrition to have. Breast milk has the nutrition you need until you are old enough to be like, oh, I can walk on my own and no more.
And that's not entirely true either. Milk has calcium, and you need calcium.
You can get calcium from other things.
Right, but what I'm saying is milk has a benefit to it.
It's
Just because you're lactose intolerant, you can't drink
blood
milk.
has a lot of iron in it. When you're low in iron, you're not gonna drink blood. You're
Maybe
wrong.
I do.
You're wrong.
Are you a vampire, Greg?
I can't admit that on.
Well, I mean, I think if you're a vampire,
Greg's
you
just
wouldn't show up on the
missing through
recording.
this whole recording. Like you can't
You
see
can't
him.
see me. Wait, am I
You
a vampire or
He's
John
like, "Oh,
Cena?
Yeah, sorry, I can't see. I
So-
can't say.
Back to the whole vegan thing because
We were making a mythology joke. You didn't have to meme it.
back to the whole vegan thing because I
Okay.
got thinking about this.
'Kay.
Okay. So
I'll never be a vegan, by the way.
okay, yeah, no.
Too
no,
many
fuck-
rules.
Fuck that.
Too hard.
So
Too much work.
with
I eat eggs.
meat, right? Most of the meat that you're gonna get,
Sure.
I mean, maybe this is me just being assumptuous, because I'm making assumptions.
Yeah.
That most meat that you're gonna have is gonna come from someone locally to probably not like immediately locally, but like probably.
My
within-
problem is that I'm not willing to go out of my way to spend a lot of extra money for very locally sourced, whatever, ethically raised meat
No.
and stuff like that. So like that's my problem is that it's a very selfish thing that I
Sure.
did by not eating meat because I'm just kind of like, oh, it'd be better for me if I didn't.
So the meat, though, I guess it's not going to be transported that far, realistically speaking.
Sure.
If you want fresh meat.
Sure.
So, it's somewhat environmentally friendly compared to vegan stuff, which is soy, we'll say. Do you know how many forests are cut down a year specifically to plant and grow soy and to maintain the demand for soy?
Yeah.
You're cutting down trees. You're then transporting it from Brazil or wherever in the rainforest that it's being grown at. You're transporting that, which is more greenhouse gases, et cetera, et cetera.
Yes. What?
And that's all being transported.
I don't care.
Okay, sure. But I mean, like in general, like all these vegans are so high and mighty, and they're like, "Oh,
Sure, yeah,
you're ruining the environment." No, bitch, you're ruining the environment.
Well, there's some vegans that I talked to who did the 10-mile diet where everything that they eat comes from within 10 miles.
That'd be great. Sure.
That shit takes way more dedication than I'm willing to put in.
Yeah.
My thing is that I'm just like, oh, okay, I won't eat meat. Put more vegetables in. Yesterday I had tofu.
Fuck tofu.
I'm gonna get tits from all this soy.
Tofu it's a texture, man. I mean, it's obviously not the flavor. 'cause the
Man,
flavor comes from whatever you
no.
want, but, like,
My wife yesterday, she was making this this egg roll stir fry shit. Your mom shared it on Facebook. Actually, I got that from your mom.
Okay.
Loves your moms.
You called my mom on New Year's Eve.
Yeah.
It's a New Year's Day, I guess.
Yeah.
Morning.
Midnight.
Midnight.
Yeah. But no. So she took that tofu, cut it up, pressed it out, fucking breaded it, crisped it up. It was fucking amazing, texture-wise. There was almost no flavor to it until you add like the sesame oil and the soy sauce and shit
Sure.
like that, and you actually flavor it up. And it was fucking delicious.
Interesting.
Delish. I can't even finish my word. It was so delicious. I
You
came
get
a
way
little.
too excited about it.
Yeah.
That's
You
interesting.
start coming over tofu. You're
Oh, okay.
yeah.
That's
You've ascended to soy boy territory for sure. Oh,
fucking
tofu.
soy boys.
Yep.
No soy boys here. This is a soy boy free zone. Try saying soy boy four times fast.
Absolutely not.
Yeah, I'm not even gonna try.
I know I can't. I can't even say it once.
Now I have to try soy boy, soy boy, soy boy, soy boy. Oh, that
You
wasn't
don't
as hard as I thought it was
have
gonna
to
be.
do
Yeah.
anything.
I don't like the one smart fella. He felt smart. That was hard.
One smart feller, he felt smart.
One smart.
Wow.
One
That is
smart
hard.
fella. He felt smart.
One smart fella. He's.
Smelt fart.
That was close.
Yeah, and eventually, like when you're trying super hard, you just end up just one fart, and then, like that's like you're like, okay,
All right, I'm done.
I guess
It's
I'm
over.
done. I've devolved into a caveman.
It's all over. Yeah, shouldn't have drank milk. Sorry,
You're gonna razz us about
I'm
that
jumping
the
all
time.
over that shit.
I mean,
Milk is gross.
fuck. The minute you stop eating meat, you become all preachy and shit.
I've been preaching about milk for years, man.
Yeah, no,
Milk is gross.
I've never really been a fan of milk in the first place. I mean,
It tastes bad.
I mean, okay, so people are like, oh, well, I
Poop
can't drink
yourself?
this milk because it's past its expiry date. It's going to taste sour. Milk tastes sour in the first place.
Yeah.
I've never had, like, fresh milk that didn't taste sour.
The one time I willingly drank milk is when we did the gallon challenge or whatever it is, where you drink like
a gallon of milk in the heat.
Yeah. So we
In one sitting.
So we chug a gallon of milk, and here's the worst part: you're supposed to, like, once you hit that full amount, you throw up, which is like, yo, I'm a teenager, like, that'll be funny. Let's try it, right? So chug the whole gallon of milk. Didn't throw up. So now I'm just bloated. I'm gonna shit myself. I probably gained 10 pounds, just the fat alone. And I go home and I'm like, yeah, Mom, we did the gallon challenge. She's like, what's that? We drink a gallon of milk. She's like, that sounds really fucking stupid. What happened?
Yeah.
I was like, well, I didn't throw up. I beat the challenge. She's like, oh, okay, now you're fat. Now you're bloated.
Yeah, you fat. You bloated.
Yeah.
It doesn't make sense.
You
for
wonder
the
why I'm
lactose
lactose intolerant.
guy
Yeah.
to do.
I didn't know I was lactose intolerant at the time. I just
Okay.
knew that if I put cream or milk in my coffee, I'm shitting 4 times that day.
Well, you've met my friend Justin, right? Like,
Yeah.
Yeah, so Justin, he known him for years, and I've known him to drink a shit ton of chocolate milk, like probably a gallon.
Yeah, my
every
stepbrother drinks a
couple
lot of
days, right?
chocolate
Like,
milk. They use like 1% to make chocolate milk.
That's fucking weird.
Yeah.
1% milk is weird. to
It's
me.
just water.
Yeah,
It's
basically.
just water milk.
You need 2%.
See, that's what the
how it
wife
works.
prefers to get. So
The
when we get
cloudy milk?
She gets the 1%.
It's just cloudy water. Sorry,
Basically,
not cloudy
yeah.
milk.
Cloudy milk. Yeah, I mean milk is cloudy. So I've known him to drink a lot of milk in the first place. Now he's lactose intolerant. He has to have like lactates before he can have anything. He like, carries them with him, right?
That
Which is-
drives me fucking nuts.
What?
Taking pills to eat things. Like,
Yeah.
like I hate it when somebody goes out and gets a prescription for acid reflux or indigestion, so they can take it before going to the bar and eating chicken wings. Because
Right.
chicken wings gives me indigestion. Don't eat fucking chicken wings. They fuck your body up.
I mean, like taking
Like-
a pill is probably just like masking what's
That's
actually going on,
that's
right?
the fucking whitest, most privileged fucking thing that you can ever do is to take a pill to fucking consume a thing. It's to like, oh, I don't eat enough, so I better fucking take Zantac so I can go eat. I hate that commercial where the guy's getting beaten up by the chicken wing or whatever, and they're like, should I ate Zantac before you went out? It's like, you gonna eat that so you can eat that? Fuck yourself.
So Justin did the gallon challenge.
Yeah, but he took his Lactaid beforehand.
No, he got like halfway through the.
There's
through the
there's
gallon.
some kid in a country that is absolutely starving and he's never drank milk in
Yeah.
his entire life except from his mother. So he is naturally lactose intolerant the way we should be. And he came across he's crawling through the desert, he's starving, and then all of a sudden troops come in. They're like, "We're going to save you.
Here's some
Gotcha,
milk."
here's a glass of milk." And he's just like, "Can't have this." And then the soldier just goes, "Oh, fuck.
Guess you're gonna die then.
I guess you're gonna die," and he pops his Lactaid and drinks the milk. You fucking piece of shit.
I'm just picturing soldiers bringing gallons of milk through the desert with them.
Here's a glass
It's
of milk.
It's in their field kit.
And you're just like, oh, fuck.
Why do I picture the glass of milk as being like uncovered? It's just like in a bag.
Yeah,
he
it's
like
just
pulls it out
like,
and
he
it's
built
magically
like
still
this glass
full.
of milk.
Yeah.
It's just here you go.
It's
Yeah.
like frosty cold.
This is
So
milk
soldiers
brand milk.
soldiers running through, they've got full kit. They've got full gear. They're, go, go, go. And they've got their like AR-15s, and then one of them is running behind, and he's got 2 of those little wooden crates with the glass bottles in them. Just
And he's the guy that took out Osama bin Laden. He walked up. Fuck you.
He knew
Bin
Bin
Yeah,
Laden was
little-
lactose intolerant.
little known fact. Yeah, Osama's lactose intolerant.
He just melted at
He
as
just
he goes covered in milk.
no, I'm a vegan. That's not halal, and he just melts into a pile of nothing. Oh boy, no, I don't know. Taking pills to eat things. That's like he heard like nobility back in like
Nobility times.
back in
nobility
the time
times.
when nobility was a way to describe someone.
Yeah.
That they would like throw up so they could eat more food.
Yeah. That's totally the thing.
Yeah, fuck yourself.
Yeah.
It's whiter than escape rooms.
You don't like escape rooms?
I don't like the idea that for the same reasons that people are just like, they'll put themselves in fake danger. They'll pay money for it so that they can.
Yeah, no,
you know what I mean?
There's a whole like underground thing where you pay a shit ton of money to have someone kidnap you.
Yeah.
Like that's a thing. That's
Like
a real thing that
people get
happens.
kidnapped every day and they're put into sex work, or they're locked in like a dungeon, and then white people in
Is
like,
it the government in Germany doing it?
and then like a bunch of people in like fucking in like Los Angeles are just like, ooh no, we're captured. $50 a person.
Right.
Whatever are we gonna do? Can I have a hint? You imagine asking for a hint if you were kidnapped by somebody who's trying to sell you into sex slavery?
Okay,
Right?
but
You're being
isn't
sold
the whole
into
point
actual sex
to
slavery.
those
You're a-
rooms
you-
though
you're-
that it's a puzzle? It's not that you're supposed to be faking that you're in a death trap. It's just that you're.
That depends on the fucking scenario.
Can I-
They're like, oh, is it aliens capturing me, or is it ISIS?
See, I don't know because I've
Like,
never done it before. That's
yeah.
what I'm asking. I
That's-
just always
that's the
assumed it was just a
theme.
puzzle
They're
room.
like, oh, you're locked in a room and there's a bomb strapped to you. What are you gonna do? There's some like fantasy ones where it's like there's a zombie or something, but there's real fears out there. Can you imagine as a Syrian refugee where you lived in somewhere where like ISIS was occupying and the government was trying to kill you, and then you finally refugee to this place that's supposed to be all great, and people are paying money to get locked in a room, and how do we get out?
Can I have a hint? Fuck you! You're gonna go into slavery, right? Actually, with the whole, it's like,
Can I have a hint? They just shoot them.
She's like, fuck you.
This one talks too much.
Well, you just mentioned the whole ISIS thing where it's you're in a place where you're being ravaged by missiles or some shit, right? I was on Discord last night playing Counter-Strike with this guy from Israel, and he's like, "Oh, hold on, I gotta go." And he goes and he hides somewheres, and he skipped out on like 3 rounds. And he comes back, and he's like, "Yeah, sorry, the missile alarm went off."
Yeah, they're doing sweeps.
Missile alarm? What do you mean? It's like, well, there's an alarm that goes off if there's a missile strike within X amount of kilometers.
Yeah.
Like,
if there's a
are you
threat.
fucking serious?
Yeah,
So
that's
he's like,
real.
you have 15 seconds to like go and hide. It's like, the
Yeah.
fuck?
Yeah. Sorry, I skipped out on those 3 rounds, and you're like, you fucking idiot.
I'm like-
We
Yeah,
got
why didn't you
blown-
bring
we
your
got-
computer
we
with
got-
you?
We got blown up by the bomb.
It's like, I mean, and that's the thing. I mean, I'm thankful for living in a country that I don't have to fucking be
Yeah.
absolutely terrified.
So don't say fuck you to the rest of the world
Right.
by going skiing.
What?
It's fucking dangerous.
Okay, yeah, no,
I'm gonna stand on these sticks and fly down a mountain
at
because
trees.
because I have fuck you money and freedom.
This coming from the guy that grew up skateboarding with a small board with 4 tiny wheels on the bottom of it. And
You
you
mean
think that's
longboarding
safer than skiing?
Yeah,
It's not.
because I was a fucking kid. Okay? And then you get older and you go, oh, here's reality. Let me change and better myself as a person.
Mike, remember that time that we went 50 kilometers an hour down a hill with nothing but pieces of maple between us and the road?
Yeah, because I'm fucking stupid.
Yeah, no, it was a lot of fun. We should do that again sometime.
But seriously, and then you pay money to have a chair bring you to the top.
What is skiing at its fundamental? It's with 2 planks of carbon between you and the snow, going downhill 80 kilometers an hour
For
in
about
some
30
cases,
seconds,
trying
and
to
then
avoid trees.
and then 2
There's
hours,
no trees
and then
on
2
a
hours
ski hill.
and then 2 hours of a chair doing the hard work for you.
yeah, that's fair. Yeah. So no, like trees. Okay, like the one that's closest to us here. There are you are literally slaloming through.
You're
sure,
not.
It's rather wide.
You're gonna
Have
defend,
you been
you're gonna
skiing, Alex?
You're gonna
Yes.
defend skiing and milk.
Were you
And
skiing
escape
properly?
rooms?
What?
I said, were you skiing properly?
No, absolutely not.
Well, that's
fact-
your fault,
I
and
hit,
not the ski
I hit a
hills.
I hit a snowboarder, which I think is kind of ironic because like back in like the 80s, like these fucking skate snowboard people are dangerous and they're
Skate snowboard people.
This
yeah
conversation is pissing me off.
I know. So
The whitest fucking thing you can do.
I plowed through.
skiing.
I plowed through a snowboarder, and she's like, "Are you all right?" I'm like, "Fuck you!" I just kept going down the hill. I was like, "Fuck this! I'm not stopping. I don't know how to stop."
You're like, at least I'm white. Fuck you.
Is
Fuck
he
you,
skiing?
Alex.
Or is he in a gay porn? Is he skiing? Or is he in a gay porn? No, 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 no.
No,
one's gonna
I'm
get
not
the
going to
reference
give
from
you a
that?
laugh on someone else's
No,
joke.
No, okay, yeah, that's fair. I was gonna say I was just I want to know if you got the reference or not.
I get
That's all
it.
it is. That's all
I
was
get
getting
it. I've watched things.
Okay, good.
I've seen things.
Very beautiful.
Yeah, he knows all the references to stuff. He just doesn't actually watch the movies.
Yeah.
So are we done with the white privilege thing, or are we gonna keep bringing up things?
I'm
that
so
are
done
very-
with it.
You're done with white privilege? Okay.
I'm done with
Just
white
done with it.
privilege.
It's fine. Don't worry.
Use your privilege to better people. Don't go skiing.
I don't like skiing.
Don't go to an
Dangerous.
escape room.
I think
We're probably going to end up doing an escape room. My wife's into it. But fuck it.
Are you going to complain about it the entire time?
If
that
you
we're
want to
doing
feel
it?
mentally challenged, do a puzzle. Do puzzle.
And you don't think a
Wait,
puzzle's
wait,
white privilege?
Do
Hold
a
on.
real puzzle.
Hold
How
on.
many little kids in Ethiopia do you know doing puzzles?
If I handed them a Rubik's Cube, it wouldn't be a fuck you in the face of God.
Okay, we're gonna skip over the fact that Mike just said if you want to feel mentally challenged,
Yeah.
do a puzzle.
When's the last time you did a puzzle?
Yeah.
Mentally challenged.
Yes.
Yeah.
Fuck you.
I have ableist privilege. I'm not perfect. Okay?
I want you to borrow that galaxy puzzle from work, and we're gonna make Alex do it.
The
And-
Galaxy one is fucking fine.
Wasn't that
We
the hard
finished
one?
that one. No, it was the fucking castles. Looks like somebody just took the same watercolor color.
Oh, right, that one.
And spilled it, and it just faded into different shades of itself.
Yeah. So I want you to do
Someone's
this
like, "Oh, it's a
puzzle and then
castle."
tell me how it's not mentally challenging to
Yeah.
try and put
Yeah.
it back together.
You mental challenged? 50 Shades of Blue? Put it together.
Yeah, you need to make sure that the right blue is matching up with the other right blue.
Not the left blue.
Yeah.
Wow.
That was a Greg joke.
That was a Greg joke.
That was a Greg
It
joke.
was.
Holy shit. Went from looking at it like DJ Khaled getting pissed about skiing. Holy fuck.
I don't know. It's been a good time, guys. It's been.
You think?
I think so.
Yeah.
Have we spent enough time of Mike yelling about stuff?
Yeah. This is the Mike Gets Pissed About Things podcast. Betty White's still alive,
Yeah.
and I'm fucking raring to go. It's 2019. New
Yeah.
me.
But we've already
lost
lost
a lot of
Mean
weight.
Gene Okerlund
Gained a lot of hate.
and Super Dave.
Wow.
What?
We've already lost Mean Gene Okerlund and Super Dave.
I don't
though.
know who either one of
Fuck are
those
those?
people
You don't know
are.
who Super Dave Osborne is?
Mm.
He was the guy that used to jump motorcycles over stuff and do
Yeah.
it. Yeah, he died.
I think
Yeah,
you're thinking
that's
of Evil
that other
Knievel.
white privilege thing. But also, I was born in the 90s.
Yeah, but okay, no matter how old you are, you should have heard of Super Dave.
No.
No.
All right, whatever. I'll give you
Did
Mean
he
Gene.
actually? What?
I said I'll give you Mean Gene. I can understand
can't,
why
he's
you wouldn't. I understand why you didn't know who he was, but I would have thought you would have known who Super Dave was.
No. Not a household.
But you
name.
know who Betty White is.
Yeah.
Everyone knows who Betty White is. She's done.
How many motorcycles has she jumped over things?
I mean,
I could
I bet
probably
you'd be
find a
surprised.
movie where she's
I
done
bet
it.
you would be
Where
surprised, yeah.
they've had somebody they pretended she did it.
Yeah.
And they had a fucking. I don't
You know
even
what's
know what it's called.
interesting
Stunt
about Betty
double.
White is that there was an
Nothing.
Okay,
She's
no.
just an old woman
Okay, no. So
who's willing to say things.
there's an episode of
God damn it! We weren't
You know what,
supposed
Mike?
to do this.
We haven't talked about Betty White since last year.
I Will Break You, Greg.
We haven't talked about Betty White since 2 years ago.
Yeah, 2 years ago, like 2016 is when we started.
Oh, my mistake.
Yeah.
So the cool thing about Betty White, and it's
Got
actually a
him.
little bit weird, is that in the Golden Girls, there's an episode
Mm-hmm.
where they're all talking about, making sure that they're all set up in the same community home when they're old enough and they're not able to take care of each other.
Sure.
Because one of the characters' friends was ended up in a really terrible place, and then she died, and she was unhappy. And Betty White, her character said, "Well, what happens when there's only one of us left?" And the interesting thing about that is that Betty White is the only one of the Golden Girls that's left alive.
Yeah, and now
She's the last one
and now
alive.
she dabs.
now she does.
Yeah, so it's like
Don't.
what a huge fuck you to the just
You're such a tool.
Yes, I am. make sure.
I hate dabbing. Dabbing is like, you
It
want
is
to talk about
dumb.
white privilege and talk about things that make you angry? Dabbing makes me
I
angry.
promise you that white people appropriated dabbing.
Oh,
They didn't,
I'm sure they did, but still, it's stupid as hell.
I mean,
yeah. There's only about a quarter as cringy as knowing who
Is it-
Super Dave is.
is it as bad? Okay, is dabbing as bad as flossing?
That's just as bad.
Because like that was, I think, one of the weirdest things that came out of 2018 was flossing.
Yeah.
Yeah, and everybody thinks it's because of Fortnite.
Yeah. And I'm still whipping nay, and nobody seems to understand.
The fuck is
Oh,
whipping a
you,
nay-nay?
you wait. Fortnite will put that in the game pretty soon, and then everybody will know what it is.
I'm sure they did. I whipped so many nay-nays.
Fuck's a whip nay-nay?
Shit talking on Fortnite is like
Is the whip nay-nay about a thing with the hair?
the most.
Where they go whip?
Isn't that a dessert? The whipped
Yeah, no.
nay-nay?
The whipped nay-nay? I'll have one whipped nay-nay, please.
Yeah. I did one large whipped nay and
Hold the whipped cream.
yeah, and
So,
a side
we're-
order of Sugma.
We're going to go with just the nay-nay this time.
Can I get a side order of Sugma?
Sigma.
Yeah. Sugma balls.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Sorry, I have a bad case of ligma. Ligma taint.
Ooh. Ooh. He tainted it.
Oh, you.
I think people have had enough of these
These.
nuts.
I'm not. Stresses me out.
Only a lot.
Yeah. My nose is itchy.
I have a coke problem.
I don't think sniffing into the microphone is going to be a good way to wrap things up.
That's fine.
I think you should just cut it there, just with Alex just as hard as he can in the microphone.
It's
Until next time.
Yeah, that's pretty much it. We changed the name and we didn't talk about that.
It's fine. We're not going to mention it.
Yeah, remember we were just going to pretend like nothing. It's just always been that way.
Oh, come on. Don't be meta. You're breaking the fourth wall. He did it. He knows about himself. Fuck
mean-
you. Fuck you. Fuck Deadpool. Fuck all of it.
I mean, we can
I'm
just
mad.
we can just explain it like and put it at the end, and we'll be fine. I mean, I'm planning on cutting this last like 30 seconds out. It's fine.
Or
Yeah,
are you?
I mean, it's hard to say. Maybe I'll forget and just go with it. Who knows?
Just hard cut right now to an outro. Leave it all in. Hard cut to outro right now.
Now.
Go.
Thanks for watching the Dooryard podcast, guys.
The fucking door.
Well, maybe in the next episode we'll explain why we chose the Dooryard podcast, and we'll do a whole segment on that.